Terrorism challenge. This editorial examines Pakistan's struggle against terrorism as the country continues to face a multifaceted terrorism threat. The state has yet to come up with a matching response, even as we continue to lose a high number of security men and civilians to terrorist attacks. Multifaceted means having many aspects. Matching response means an appropriate reaction. Security men means armed forces and police. This sentence means Pakistan faces diverse terrorism while its response remains inadequate. Figures released for February by the Pixis think tank point to the grim reality we face. Over 100 lives were lost to terrorism last month, with civilian fatalities, 55, overtaking those of security personnel, 47. Pixis think tank means a research group. Pixis stands for its specific name. Grim reality means the harsh truth. This sentence means February's data reveals high terrorism fatalities, with civilians outnumbering security losses. In keeping with earlier trends, the violence has been concentrated in KP and Balochistan, with religiously inspired militants such as the banned TTP, as well as Baloch separatists spearheading the violent campaigns. Concentrated means focused in specific areas. Religiously inspired militants means extremists driven by faith. Banned TTP means the prohibited Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan. Baloch separatist means groups seeking independence in Balochistan. Spearheading is an idiomatic expression meaning leading. This sentence means violence is mainly in KP and Balochistan, led by extremists and separatists. Even in the current month, the past few days have seen numerous incidents of bloodletting. Bloodletting is a metaphor for mass killing. This sentence means recent days have witnessed many brutal attacks. The latest incident occurred on Tuesday, when suicide bombers reportedly struck Banu Cantonment. Banu Cantonment is a military base in Banu. This sentence means Tuesday saw a suicide bombing at a military installation. Earlier, an FC man was martyred on Monday when a woman suicide bomber, apparently belonging to the band BLA, carried out an attack near Kalat. FC man means a member of the Frontier Corps. Martyred means killed in action. BLA means the banned Baloch Liberation Army. This sentence means a Frontier Corps member died in a suicide attack near Kalat. 4 security men were similarly martyred in firefights with terrorists in North Waziristan. Firefights means armed clashes. This sentence means 4 security personnel died in North Waziristan during clashes. Meanwhile, the deadly bombing of the Haqqaniya Madrasa last week, believed to be the handiwork of IS, shows that other militant actors, too, feel confident enough to stage fresh attacks. Haqqaniya Madrasa is a religious school in Haqqaniya. Handiwork means the work produced by skilled hands. Is stands for Islamic State. This sentence means the Haqqaniya bombing, attributed to IS, confirms that various militant groups continue to attack. Many of these acts of terrorism have been carried out in regions bordering Afghanistan, where the Taliban rulers are hostile to some terrorist groups, such as yet maintain cordial ties with others, such as the TTP. Bordering means adjacent to. Hostile means unfriendly. Cordial ties means friendly relations. This sentence means terrorism occurs near Afghanistan, where Taliban policies are selective. Therefore, Pakistan has few options but to cooperate on the counter-terrorism issue with Kabul. Counter-terrorism means measures to combat terrorism. This sentence means Pakistan must work with Kabul despite strained relations. But bilateral ties are going through a particularly low phase, with the Torkham border closed since February 21st, after the Afghan side reportedly started construction in a disputed area. Bilateral ties mean relations between 2 countries. Torkham border is the crossing between Pakistan and Afghanistan. This sentence means diplomatic relations are weak, exemplified by the closed border. Things have worsened since then as both sides exchanged fire, involving the use of heavy weapons, on Sunday. Exchanged fire is a phrasal verb meaning shot at each other. Heavy weapons mean large military arms. This sentence means recent clashes have escalated with heavy arms being used. The fact is that while Pakistan is right in blaming the Afghan Taliban for doing little to curb cross-border terrorism, if ties deteriorate further, it will negatively affect CT cooperation. CT cooperation means counterterrorism cooperation. This sentence means worsening ties will harm joint counterterrorism efforts. The presence of IS in both countries should serve as a point of unity for Islamabad and Kabul. This sentence means IS's presence offers a common enemy for both sides. Both sides confront a bloodthirsty foe, and the only way to defeat it is to work together. Bloodthirsty foe is a metaphor for an extremely ruthless enemy. This sentence means collaboration is essential to overcome terrorism. Having said that, Kabul cannot rage against the bad as terrorists and feign ignorance about the malign activities of the good TTP terrorists. Feign ignorance is an idiomatic expression meaning pretend not to know. This sentence means Kabul must be impartial and address all threats. Action must be taken across the board, and all terrorist groups that threaten Pakistan should be dealt with by Kabul. Across the board is an idiom meaning in all areas. This sentence means Kabul should tackle all groups endangering Pakistan. On the other hand, the state here must go beyond rhetoric and implement a CT strategy that can deliver lasting results. Rhetoric means empty talk. CT strategy means counter-terrorism plan. This sentence means Pakistan must act decisively to end terrorism. Over 1,600 security men and civilians lost their lives in terrorist attacks in 2024. This sentence means 1,600 lives were lost to terrorism in 2024. This blood-soaked trend must be arrested through an effective CT campaign. Blood-soaked is a metaphor meaning marked by heavy bloodshed. Arrested means stopped. This sentence means the deadly trend must be halted with strong counterterrorism measures. Published in Dawn, March 5, 2025.